It's a setup. I can tell he's doing the same stuff that Ken and Shua was doing. That Satanism bullshit. Pretending like you're a Christian. He just came and knocked the whole damn TV down while I was sleeping. It woke me up. They do that because Christians have visions from the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit tells all things. So while we're asleep, they like to make us angry, causing loud noises while we're asleep, sneaking off and going places. They always gotta have somebody there watching you, spying on you. I believe that's why he lost his job. People been following me all around his neighborhood. I knew when he ran up to me at the West End, asking could he talk to me, that he was targeting me. That's why they made me leave the shelter. I had a vision. In the vision, God was showing black people being destroyed. He said because they knew what they did to Andrea and her baby, and they thought they was gonna get away with setting her up to be murdered. I can tell because they all do the same shit. They come doing waking you up while you sleep with loud startling noises. That's like one of the first things. And then all of a sudden you'll never have a chance to yourself. They'll always be around trying to keep you from speaking out. And I was having visions. And he came and knocked the TV down. And now I can't remember anything. It'll come back to me probably. But that's what Satanists do. And they all do it because they know the Holy Spirit go reveal stuff to you when you sleep. He was doing stuff earlier too. Like trying to start arguments and make fun of me and laugh. But pretend like it was just a joke. He's a Satanist. I can't remember what I was seeing in the spirit because he came and knocked the TV down. And he's in there listening to music. And it was cold in here. And I asked him if he would turn on the heat, and he said no. It was freezing. And I was cold with my baby. I don't trust this man. And when I had a dream about the land of Oz, I said, it's almost like they all Satanist in America. And the angel started ringing the bell. And the door is open. Usually the door is closed. But I'm in here sleeping. And you got the door open all of a sudden. Rapping all loud. People have been following me around his apartments. And he been doing stuff that God showed me when I was wondering about him. And God was like, I saw him in the vision. When he started saying, oh, I ain't gonna take care of you, I started freaking out because I know that I'm pregnant and when I be laying down and the Holy Spirit was showing it, he did it as soon as I got comfortable. And these white folk keep coming around. It's like he just keep trying to intimidate me or make me feel like something wrong. And I can tell he was saying how he got demons and Satan be talking to him. And I know it's a sin. And I've been having these visions and they are powerful visions. So I understand every time I go around people that's trying to pull some bullshit, they'll always try to start messing with my sleep. My visions get stronger during the daytime too. Because I said, let there be light. They're very bad actors. I wanted my son back. But instead, they sex trafficked me. They always try to have you in controlled environments. But they can try to control you and intimidate you with somebody that you don't really know. And they like to have you so vulnerable to where you don't really have nowhere else to go. And usually the end result is that person go set you up. There was helicopters following me when I went for a walk one day. God showed me that was wicked. There was black people following me all around. And God said it was wicked. It was black men following me around here too. And God said it was wicked. It's black men trying to talk to me and say all kind of stuff to me. And I know that they Satanists. Trying to keep me from telling and trying to hurt my baby. There's been a bunch of stuff going on. You all have nowhere else to go. These people will stop at nothing. I even saw I saw a Tri-County van following me around. And he told me that he take medication. That he lied and said he was a paranoid schizophrenic or something. I don't know. But they know what they see is real demons. They not just hearing voices. But I guess they choose to try to pretend like they're remaining blissfully ignorant. But I ain't taking down one of them damn pills because I know the truth. I know what we see. Ain't make believe. So now he ain't all happy. That's what they do. They be there all happy, making all that noise, trying to wake you up. And I almost got angry. Because I know my vision's telling the truth. And it get real scary once you realize you in the house with another Satanist. Because they target you. They target you. And they bring you up in their house. And they'll say anything. They will do anything. They will buy you anything. They will have sex with you. But the signs is always there. They are going to communicate with other Satanists. There will be Satanists following you around their home. And they will be waking you up out your sleep when you having the visions. They will start arguments with you on your good days. And you'll be able to tell when strange people start coming around that something is wrong. And they'll constantly belittle you. And then they'll try to have you in a position where you cannot tell. You won't have nowhere else to go. So if you start to tell, it risks you being able to live there. Because once they find out you're telling on you, they want you to leave. He is a Satanist. I can tell. Because he's making loud clashing noises while I'm asleep and singing loud and doing all this stuff. And then he had a job, everything seemed normal at first. But then all of a sudden it'll always be somebody there to watch you. So if I go outside, people start driving up and walking all up on me, and God was showing it in my visions. Helicopters following me, planes, rockets. There is no length that these people would not try to go through to harm us. They should not have taken my baby. And I'm telling them in the spirit about what they said they was going to do to him. I probably can't remember what I saw. And then they try to give you to where you can't work on anything. So they got me by this loud highway, and in between this loud highway and this street. Always strange phone calls. vision because sometimes I be thinking, oh, it's okay. I don't need to remember. And then when I do remember, I'm like, oh my God, I needed to remember what I saw. Yeah, a job at first, and everything seemed normal. But then, all of a sudden, he asked me to go to his job with him. And then he said he got fired. And it's like he been here ever since. And I don't have no privacy. I don't have no privacy to talk about my son. It's like he's just a distraction. So, like I do work on my music, but I would have been did a lot of stuff. It's like they be making noise and they got me in between this highway and the street. And they can make as much noise as they want to while I'm recording music. They'll make noise in the house. Or if I go outside, they come speeding up the highway and speeding up the road. But I still managed to get my stuff recorded even with all those distractions. I gotta whisper just to tell what's going on. Or I gotta go get in the freezing cold. And people gonna be walking past trying to hear what I'm saying. Because they say to me up in America. It's ridiculous. I almost didn't say nothing. But when I was having visions, and he came and knocked that shit to the ground all loud in here. He came all the way up in here from the living room and knocked something down. And it startled me out of my sleep. And I was like, oh, he doing this, Satan, this bullshit. And they'll make it seem like it was an accident. And they'll keep, oh, my bad, oh, my bad. I had a man ride over a whole damn curb while I was in the car knowing I was pregnant. He in there doing all that yelling. The door is open. It's not a coincidence. That shit Satan is doing. I done spent the night at their house. And I had seen this man stay up all night long cutting the lights on and doing all kind of stuff to try to keep me awake up out of my visions. They'll try to keep you sleep deprived too on the streets with nowhere to lie down. 'Cause the Holy Spirit gon' speak to you. He gon' show you everything. So I'm not worried. But they know that I'm telling. They watching all of my videos. They've been doing this since Henry Brown house. And before, they did it while I was at the hospital. When the doctor tried to come in and crush the baby. They was watching in the hospital as I was posting the videos to try